AITA for calling the police on my stepson, resulting in him being arrested? My husband and I have a 14-year-old, his, and a 10-month-old, ours, son. My infant son took a shower with me a couple nights ago and I noticed some odd bruises. Asked my husband about it, we couldn't figure out where they may have came from, so asked my SS and he also denied any knowledge of how they came to be. Yesterday, baby took another bath and I saw more bruises. Talked to husband while SS was in school and again, no idea where they would have came from. Had adult friends who are also parents over, showed them the marks, and by that time the bruises had fully developed and we could clearly see that two of the most prominent bruises appeared to be possible bite marks. Talked to husband and sent pics, so far this is still unexplainable. SS gets home and we decide to confront him because there's absolutely no way anybody else would have harmed the baby, or even could have. He denies at first but then within a minute or two admits that he's been hurting the baby. He says the baby pinched him, so he pinched him back. Then baby slapped at him, so he slapped him back. I was furious, admittedly, but ultimately I didn't know what to do. Husband and I tried to talk to my SS, he had no remorse at all. Decided to call the police to see what we could or should do, because obviously I can't allow this to continue but still have to be responsible for this child. Police come and SS pours out to the officer that he's been abusing the baby for months in various ways. I had noticed some previous bruising, but nothing that couldn't be easily explained as an accident or something. All of them were my SS hurting my baby. None of them were an accident. SS told the officer that he did it because he wanted to retaliate against us and because he was jealous of the baby. So since he confessed, the officer arrested him and he's been charged with an actual crime of abusing a child and has been taken to a juvenile facility. His mother's family is up our asses about how we screwed the pooch and really messed things up for him by allowing him to get arrested. I don't feel like we did anything wrong. Period. I don't care who it is, if somebody is harming a child, there are consequences for that. I didn't intend for him to be arrested. I really thought if they did anything it would be something like a psych evaluation or something like that. I just don't see how calling the police and protecting a defenseless infant was the wrong thing to do. I do want to say that I do love my SS and we have a better than average relationship. We aren't feisty or angry with each other and we've always spent a lot of time hanging out and doing stuff together enjoying ourselves. My husband and I do have full custody of him and have for several years. His bio mom made some bad choices and it was a court-ordered situation, so he didn't really have any say in the matter. He definitely would have preferred to be with his mom but the courts, and we, didn't think that was in his best interest. And yes, we did have him in therapy due to that whole situation. Also, no, he was never left completely alone with the baby. He would sometimes hold the baby while I made dinner or went to the bathroom or folded clothes, stuff like that. But never was responsible for babysitting or anything like that. Just apparently long enough to inflict some damage. My husband agrees with me that we really didn't do anything wrong in reporting it to the police and we weren't trying to screw up my SS life, but we are really getting hammered at by his whole maternal side of his family. Even my husband's closest family members are ripping our asses over it. I get their concern for my SS, I really do. But I think it's super shitty that nobody has even asked how bad the injuries are on the baby or if he's okay. Maybe I'm still just too angry to see it, so AITA?